Alrighty. What the fuck am I supposed to do with this giant box now? What? Like, look at this thing. Oh my god! What am I supposed to do with this? Like, it's cool, but fuck, it's so giant. Like, what? I don't. What if I can just. Good. Yeah. This is how I live now. This is what I do with my life. Is I am this box now. I am this. Cool. So, today, this is kind of a chill, laid-back video. I'll be honest with you, I don't really, I'm very tired. B, this is the last day that my mom is in town, at least for the full day. She's going back tomorrow, so I don't really have a lot of time to shoot and edit a video, so I thought, you know what, let's do a little recommendations video, plus a little mail time unboxing. I've got a bunch of stuff here. One thing from one of my favorite patrons, Dom. You're all my favorite patrons, but, you know, some of you send me more stuff. So, but Dom sent me a thing that I don't know what it is, so I'm very intrigued. And then I got some other stuff. I bought some things that will give you an idea of where this channel is going, and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and take care of the stuff that I promised you in the title, and that is my Halloween watch list. So this is just stuff that I would watch on Halloween if I had the time. So the thing with this is I'm still working on my 61 days of Halloween. I'm way behind thanks to my Friday the 13th marathon. I basically didn't watch any other movies during that time for the most part. So I gotta watch a lot of movies in a very few days to succeed in that arbitrary challenge. So this is what I would like to watch this Halloween if I had my druthers, okay? Normally I would try to find stuff that's like super unfamiliar to people, you know, try to like tout some indies that you might not have heard of, be a bit of a contrarian. But I'm not going to do that. This is just going to be movies that are mostly classics that I really love, that I would watch this Halloween if I had the time, and yeah. Anyway, so, pretty basic stuff. So first off, if I can, every Halloween, I try to watch Halloween. I love Halloween. This is the, I believe the version of the film that Dean Cundy actually signed off on as far as his color grade. Yeah, features a new remastered HD transfer supervised by cinematographer Dean Cundy. Yeah, so also has a commentary by John Carpenter, all kinds of good stuff. And I love Halloween. It's great. It's a wonderful film. But I also kind of make it background noise. It's not a movie that I necessarily pay the most attention to. This is kind of where I would start my night, or start my day, I suppose, of watching movies, is I'm doing other things, kind of getting my shit together, but I need something nice on that's in a set of mood for the day, so I watch Halloween. Fuck yeah, Halloween. It's quality entertainment. It's one of the best fucking horror movies ever made. You gotta watch it. Now, here's a movie that I actually plan on watching this week, maybe on Halloween, since it's in my stack, why not? Because I want to watch it for my apocalyptic horror entry for my 61 days challenge. And it's a movie I've seen before, but I haven't watched it in quite a few years, and I would love to do a video on it at some point, so I figured I should probably watch it again. I also have this beautiful Shout Factory edition, the Steelbook that looks great, so I really want to revisit John Carpenter again. John Carpenter's Prince of Darkness. Yeah, Prince of Darkness is a really, I guess you'd call it an underrated John Carpenter movie, if only because you don't hear it talked about as much as a lot of his other work. I have not even touched this disc yet. I have literally just taken it out of the wrapping, put it on my shelf, and it has been sitting there for a long time, and I feel like an asshole for that. So that's going to be on the list soon. Features some pretty stellar performances, including a brief turn from Alice Cooper in one of his more creepy roles. And yeah, it's about these scientists who are dealing with basically Satan, but it's a big jar of goop. And I love big jars of goop that are actually Satan, so let's watch it. So that's something I'll be watching this week and potentially on Halloween. I should also note that another film that I would really love to watch for Halloween that I don't own yet, that I would just stream if it's available anywhere, and I might even, again, if I have the time and I get through the 61 days, I'll probably watch it on Halloween, and that is The Guest. Adam Wingard fucking just making me all hot and bothered with The Guest. I love The Guest. It's such a great film and great Halloween film, despite being more of an action film, more of an action thriller than a straight up horror film. It does turn into more of a horror film near the end, and I think has a great sort of Halloween feel to it. So definitely watch The Guest. Now, next up, this is a case of one that I would love to watch on Halloween because I think it's a perfect atmospheric tale, and the other one is one that I just have not watched this Blu-ray of yet, and I really want to do a video of it on it, so I'll probably watch it if I can make it work for one of my remaining categories. But anyway, first up, Gates of Hell. I have a review of this film on my channel, and I love it. I love it to pieces. Otherwise known as City of the Living Dead. I really love this Scorpion releasing Blu-ray. It is just gorgeous to look at. Lucio Fulci, of course, is one of my absolute favorite directors of all time, and so to watch some of his work is always a pleasure. Honestly, if I wasn't so busy so much and always trying to watch new things for the channel, I would watch a lot of Fulci stuff on repeat. I love me some Lucio Fulci. Gates of Hell is fantastic. It makes not a whole lot of sense. The ending is a complete what? But highly recommend if you haven't watched this before, watching this one on Halloween. Brilliant atmosphere, absolutely fantastic. Now, the one I would like to review soon is, of course, I've talked about this briefly. I actually did an unboxing where I revealed this, but The Beyond. This is from Grindhouse Releasing, and this thing is jam-packed with special features. I could actually probably just watch this and all of its special features for Halloween just by itself. I could just go through this release. Yeah, I don't really have any other words for The Beyond. It's another film that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It has a very Lovecraftian tone. Fulci was a big Lovecraft fan, so you can kind of figure why that is. And yeah, it just looks great, sounds great, has an amazing soundtrack, and if you live in New Orleans, there's also that. You could also get some New Orleans action in. You can tell I'm tired. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not as like energetic and hip to it as I usually am. But The Beyond, Lucio Fulci. Next up, at this point in the stack, we're feeling a little like, oh man, a lot of downers. We're feeling, it's a little crazy. We're not really understanding what's going on. We're in a bit of a fugue state. So we need to lighten things up a bit, and we're going to lighten up with Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. I love Elvira. I love horror hosts in general, as some of you might know. I'm a huge Joe Bob fan, but Elvira also fits the bill pretty nicely. I love her. This is a fantastic film that I have not actually watched in also a lot of years. This is another one that I would really, if I have time, I don't think I can make it work for one of my categories at this point. I think I've used up all those, but I would love to watch this on Halloween. So this is one that I am going to do my best to actually fit in just for myself if I have the time, because I love Elvira. And yeah, and I have this this Blu-ray that I haven't even touched yet. So next up, we've watched some comedy, but Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, that's super light. Let's go back to those downer endings, but let's keep it fun. Let's keep it fun, Halloween, fun time. And let's watch Return of the Living Dead. Now, this is the old release. I honestly don't even know what the big difference is. I'm sure that the newer release is better, but I'm fine with this. Yeah, this is probably my favorite go-to zombie film. It is by no means the best zombie film ever, but as far as like zombie films that I would love to just watch on any given day, Return of the Living Dead. Return of the Living Dead is so much fun, and I highly doubt anyone watching this channel has not watched it. If you somehow have not, check it out. It's fantastic. Part 3 is also really solid and makes for great Halloween viewing if you want to really, if you're really into it. So, Return of the Living Dead, good stuff. As long as we're having fun, having a good time, let's keep it going. But let's bring it back a little bit more. Let's not go too much for overt comedy. Let's go for something a little bit more cult, a little bit more weird, and less overtly comedic. And that is, of course, we're gonna start singing anytime now. You gotta have the Rocky Horror Picture Show on your list. Rocky Horror Picture Show is one of my most personal favorites of any of my favorite movies. I would not be who I am today without the Rocky Horror Picture Show. I actually, if you didn't watch my video about the Rocky Horror Picture Show and what it means to me, my wife and I are together because of the Rocky Horror Picture Show. So I cannot say enough good things about Rocky Horror. Outside of those personal, I guess I haven't really said anything nice about the movie itself. I've just said that it's really personal to me. But it is such a fun ride. Again, I can't imagine anyone's watching this channel and has not seen the Rocky Horror Picture Show, except for you, Danny. I could imagine you doing it because, Danny, you had only just seen it recently. You sad, sad man. Anyway, yeah, the Rocky Horror Picture Show is a great homage to the tropes of science fiction and horror movies from like the 40s and 50s, basically. It is a lot of fun. I think it's one of those musicals that even people that don't like musicals should probably enjoy, I guess. I don't know. I love musicals, but I have a great time with this one. This is the 35th anniversary, and as far as I know, all the Blu-rays are sourced from the same master. So I don't plan on upgrading anytime soon. But one thing I would suggest, if you're going to watch this or rewatch it, if you haven't already, try the Wizard of Oz version of the film. Basically, it's black and white just up until Riff Raff opens the doors during the time warp and reveals the Transylvanians. And it's, I think, a superior way to watch the film. The red lips are very iconic, but I think that in black and white it all works much better. I think it has a greater impact. So if you haven't done that before, check it out. It's on like every Blu-ray release of the film, so it shouldn't be hard to find. So check that out. And then finally, we've gotten tired. We've watched, let's see, how much, if we watched everything in this pile, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 movies. We're feeling pretty tired right now. Halloween is coming to an end, if it isn't already November. At this point, you're just like, you're holding on to Halloween for dear life, and you gotta fit one more movie in. You gotta go with the classic. You gotta have a good time, but at the same time, you want an actual horror movie, so we gotta have the ever so enjoyable, but also quite gruesome, The Evil Dead. Now, The Evil Dead I have is the Ultimate Edition, which has audio commentary by Bruce Campbell, Sam Raimi, Robert Tappert, a bunch of documentary stuff. It's not, I don't think, the best edition, but it's pretty nice to look at. You just open it up. Got that book thing going on. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my gosh. It's pretty dope. Look, I don't know who would ever want to watch the widescreen version, but whatever. And then I have a poster here that I totally forgot about, and I really need to put this up at some point. Nice little poster. You get the two variants. I gotta find a place for that at some point. But yeah, Evil Dead. I mean, it's Evil Dead. I don't really have much to say about these movies because they're all classics that most of you have probably seen before. The Evil Dead is one of the greatest indie success stories of all time, and it started a lot of tropes that we love today. It's an inspirational story just to like think about everything they did and put up with to make the film. To be like trucked back into town covered in blood and just sticking to you for days and days and days and days. And of course all the fake shimps they had to utilize. I mean, it's such a wild production, and for it to be such a huge success, of course, led to Sam Raimi's career and eventually, it's kind of crazy. If you think about it, Evil Dead is kind of the reason we have all these comic book movies now, which, pros or cons, but like, if it wasn't for Evil Dead, Sam Raimi might not have a career, and if he didn't have a career, he wouldn't, of course, have directed Spider-Man, and, maybe would have gotten a lesser version of that story, and it would have failed miserably, and the boom would not have occurred, and we wouldn't be seeing a bajillion goddamn superhero movies. Who knows? But the point is, Evil Dead fucking rules. It's such a fucking metal movie, and yeah, I love it to pieces. So I highly recommend that. Speaking of which, Pieces would actually be a good one to watch. There's just a lot of great Halloween movies to watch. The point of all this is, that's my stack. I would like to know your stack. Let me know in the comments what you plan on watching on Halloween, or if you're too busy on Halloween, maybe what you would like to be watching on Halloween. What's your comfort food, man? What just makes you happy? What makes you chill out? What do you want playing in the background while you're just fucking eating candy at kids across the way? Let me know. Anyway, let's move on Again, this is a very simple video. I'm not doing anything too crazy. Let's open some packages. So first off, we got one from Dom, and this is from Hamilton Books. He actually sent this to me. He ordered something for me from Hamilton Books. I don't know what it is. So I love, by the way, how Hamilton Books does this. I alluded to this in one video, and I didn't show it like an asshole. But so they have like this staple thing, and then all you do is you take this tab, and I'm going to not show my address. That goes all the way around. And you just pop it off. Oh, okay, I see. So he got me Mad Foxes. He was very adamant that Mad Foxes would be right up my alley. Is this the not rated? Ooh la la. Yeah, apparently this is right up my alley. I don't know. It definitely looks like a fun old time. So I'm very intrigued by this. But yeah, DVD of Mad Foxes from Dom. Thank you so much, Dom. I am looking forward to this. This actually works perfectly because I already put it up, but I ordered a film that Dom also recommended that we'll be watching soon on one of our special patron-only double features, which that'll be happening sooner rather than later. But yeah, Mad Foxes, dope, 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 dope. Actually, what? Let's see. I'm assuming this is just a standard release, but oh yeah, and this is okay. Full Moon is honored to bring you this relatively obscure masterpiece of bad taste in a totally uncut, digitally remastered transfer. So yeah, this was my understanding was that the version on Tubi is censored. That's why he sent me this. But yeah, so just standard issue. It's Full Moon. What do you expect? But I'm gonna put this top of the list for stuff to watch. It's actually not. I will watch it soon, but it's not top of the list. I still have to get through all those fucking movies for Halloween. Anyway, let's see here. So next up, this is one from an indie filmmaker who reached out to me. Reached out to me on Twitter. Oh my god. Oh, it's not a post. Oh! So this is from Jason Paul Collum. He signed this issue. God, I'm so tired. He signed this issue of Femme Fatales for me. Jason Paul Collum. Thank you. I'm assuming I'm saying your name right as well. Anyway, so he's an independent filmmaker who decided to send me some stuff. So let's pop these out. So this is all stuff that I'll be looking at sooner rather than later as well. First off, something to scream about. God damn, I am just out of it. Something to scream about. This is, I guess, a documentary hosted by Brink Stevens. I like that. Scream Queen, Brink Stevens, Witch House 3, Demon Fire. Let's see, is your host this engaging look at the careers of 9 actresses from their first break to their journey inside an industry where they are often viewed as little more than window dressing, or worse yet, with no dressing at all. The films bear their souls with a focus on the fans, aging, on-screen nudity, and the advent of the digital video feature, all revealed with rare footage, photographs, and extensive film clips. This one's from Tempeh DVD. Includes, let's see, Brandy Burkett from Slumber Party Massacre 3, Deborah DeLiso, Denise Duff, Judith O'Day, Felissa Rose, Debbie Rochon, Lilith Stabs, don't know her, Julie Strain. Cool. That's informative. I like informative things. Then we got October Moon, Love is Not Patient, Love is Not Kind, a Jason Paul Collum horror show. Yeah, this is the one that was almost the first gay horror film, beat into theaters by Hellbent by 9 days, according to Jason. So October Moon, y'all know I enjoy my let's say LGBT features. I guess I don't know what gay cinema, queer cinema. So that's pretty dope. It's exciting. I will check that out. I really am excited. I don't know what, I thought I had more energy than this, but I'm out of it. Screaming in High Heels, the rise and fall of the Scream Queen era. And so he sent me just his whole fucking catalog. That's cool. That's one I've actually been looking at for a long time, and I just have not gotten around to. So that works really well. And then Safe Inside, which I actually, yeah, cool. I think I own this already, but dope. I'm cool to have another copy. Maybe one day I'll get you to sign it for me. But yeah, Safe Inside, this one's already on my list, so I will double down since you sent me a copy, and I will watch that as well. Which, all right, so cool. I have a whole bunch of stuff to watch. Jeepers. All right, so next up, something else that might actually interest you guys is I got my first order from Shout Factory. Now regarding this, this is a partial order, and this will give you an idea of some of the things y'all are going to see sooner rather than later. I bought all of these with the mindset of this will help with future shows I already have planned. So, pretty super cool stuff about to find out about, I think. Got your Shout Factory wrapping paper. Don't need none of that. Oh, it's all wrapped up for me. Cool. It's like Christmas. Cool. I wish I had both packages because my other one's going to be super sick, but whatever. Let's just open this up. So first off, we've got Critters. Yeah, I finally grabbed the Critters set. I'm really already loving that this is an actual box. I know one of the boxes I got in this package is less of a good box, but this is a nice solid box. I love Critters, so this will be fun. It's been a lot of fun. I haven't revisited this franchise in a lot of years, so that's exciting. Boop. And then we got Creepshow. I decided to grab that during the sale because I love Creepshow. Apparently this is a great transfer. It's a nice bit of packaging. There's just a lot going on here. It's one of those few times where it looks like, without actually having watched it and unpackaged it and everything, this really feels like one of those discs that was properly put together. I feel like a lot of the time, Shout Factory does not put in as much effort as I would like. This looks like something where they actually put in a shitload of effort. So I'm super excited to dig into this one. And then the Paul Naschy collection volume. Which volume is this? That's just, I wanted to put more Paul Naschy in my life. Decided those were cheap, so I bought them. Oh my god. Wait, really? Huh, I thought this was coming. Oh, you know what? I think I bought 2 copies of... I forgot about this. I was gonna email them and I forgot. That's okay. Next package, I'm gonna own 2 copies of Demon Knight. So that's fun. That's okay. I love Demon Knight. I'm okay owning 2 copies of it. This is like the 3rd or 4th time I've done this year. But Demon Knight, one of the best goddamn movies of all time. I'll talk more about that in my inevitable video because I love Demon Knight. Another movie I love that I think is horribly underrated, Shocker. Shocker, starring Mitch Pileggi. I've never actually said his name out loud. Anyway, in one of his best roles ever, Skinner himself, just killing the shit out of people. It's a lot like Nightmare on Elm Street, including having an ending that is a little, leaves you a little nonplussed, but I love Shocker so much. I'm so happy to add it to my collection, and another one that I look forward to doing a video on. And we got the second Paul Naschy collection. Again, gonna be watching some Paul Naschy. And then we've got the It's Alive trilogy, which sadly has this really lame, very, like, this box that's not gonna hold up very long. In fact, it's barely held up in transit. It's like the edges are caving in. But that's not the point. The point is the movies. I just want to own every single Larry Cohen movie at some point. So this was an obvious buy since they were super cheap during the sale. Okay. All right. Now, this is stuff that I just ordered recently on Amazon. Now, this is going to give you the best idea of what is coming in the near future for the channel. So if that's what you're intrigued by, that's what we're going to get here. Fuck, that was perilous. God damn. Oh. Okay. These would be together. First off, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Now, you might ask, why did you not... Oh, wait, this has the 4 commentaries? Holy shit. Okay, so I was actually worried about this because I had heard that this one was pretty lacking in special features. But of course, I'm a commentary guy. I don't really care as much about like behind the scenes featurettes or like little mini documentaries. I love me some commentary. This one has the 4 commentaries that I was missing from the 40th anniversary edition. That's a little bit older. So actually, cool beans. This is exactly what I want. Awesome. It's a nice little steelbook. I don't really care that much about steelbooks, but whatever. And yeah, I'm super excited about this. I'll open a few of these, by the way, once the video's through. I just want to get through it all so people aren't too bored. And then along with it, Texas Chainsaw 3D, which, oh my god. Oof. Oh my god, that hurts my eyes to look at. So yeah, a little bit more Adam Marcus in our future. Cool. So you can probably guess where I'm going with November's video series. So, all right, next up, this is just a bread knife to the rescue. You got that bread knife, use that bread knife to the rescue. I just need a little microphone holder for my camera. Anyway, Death Stranding. I got Death Stranding. So I'm going to be doing a lot more gaming soon. I've mentioned this at some point, but I want to do more gaming, and Death Stranding is kind of right up my alley as far as weird bullshit goes. So yeah. You know what? I'll even take CGI Nicholas Winding Refn. Yeah. So there's going to be some streaming coming, or yeah, some video game streaming coming along, and then toss this. I'm also going to be playing Friday the 13th, the game. I played this on PC for a while, way back, and yeah, I wasn't very good at it. I'm hoping I'm better at it on the PS4. I also downloaded Dead by Daylight, so tons of gaming. I'm going to be playing mostly with my patrons, to be honest, but I will be streaming a bunch of games. And having a good time. And then finally, last thing I got in this order, this is just, I love books, and so I added another book because it's something that I want to, it's some movies that I want to add to my overall review catalog, and I might as well know the history behind all of them. And also I just love this man. This man is one of my heroes from a professional standpoint. And that is How I Made 100 Movies in Hollywood and Never Lost a Dime by Roger Corman. I love Roger Corman. He is, you know, total cheapskate, but he really, he fostered a lot of talent and was an important part of really filmmaking history. So I really wanted his book. And it's a nice chunky book too. I'm super excited to read this. I feel like I bought another book that maybe in transit. Anyway, oh my god. Oh, actually, let's see how that poster looks for Friday the 13th. We are officially at the end of the video, but I want to open a few of these up. I'm sorry this isn't a more fun out there video. I know that I don't really do a lot of unboxings. I'm just so tired. Let's see. So I assume some people buy this for the poster, so I would hope that it would be a pretty toit poster. Let's see. Oh god. Oh man, I've already ripped it because of this fucking sticker. God, why? Why would you? Oh, and it leaves a residue. Thank you. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for the residue on this poster. That's great. God damn. I swear, some companies just don't understand how to package shit. Okay. That's an okay poster. You know, that's alright. I'm not sure where I'm gonna fucking put it, but you know, other than back in this case, but cool, I guess. God damn it. Seems like that can be stored better, but anyway, I got that, so I'll have to put that in there sooner rather than later so that I can, you know, download the 15 hours of updates. Let's see, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3D. I don't really see the point in opening that right now. I feel like that's probably a bare bones release. I could be wrong, but let's open up Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the OG. You know, it's a sad fact. I do technically own this somewhere on DVD. I just don't know where it is, so that's why I bought it. But up until today, the only Texas Chainsaw movie that I actually owned on Blu-ray was Part 4. 'Cause I am a sad, sad man. Alright, so pretty bare bones stuff in there. Actually, probably... Cool. Let's see here. I feel like these are also pretty bare bones, but just to give you an idea of what this looks like. This is an aggressively long video, but I guess if you just like watching me talk and unbox things, that's awesome. Yeah, this is all like just really fucked up. Looks like it almost looks used right out of the box. So this, yeah, this is sad to look at, but whatever. I think these are pretty, yeah, nothing too crazy there. That's too bad. Yeah, this one has reversible artwork, so that's cool. So that's not bad. These cases look a little, not abused, but not amazing either. Let's see, and then It's Alive also has some the old artwork there. So, you know, perfectly okay releases as far as the actual physical copies go, but this flimsy-ass box is sad. Let's just open up some of these Shout Factory releases and call it a day on this thing, shall we? By the way, I should, as long as I'm doing this, let's talk about the future of this channel. How about that? There's no point dedicating a whole video to that. So obviously, a lot of people are here because of my Friday the 13th reviews. I think I'm up almost 1,000 subscribers at the time of recording this video because of the Friday the 13th videos. There's a huge spike in my analytics. So this channel's kind of based around my personality more than anything else. It's kind of just I think I put this in my description for the channel, but it's kind of my outlet. So this is not really necessarily a Blu-ray channel. It is predominantly Blu-rays, don't get me wrong. But it's about the things I love. So it's not necessarily always going to be Blu-rays. It's not necessarily always going to be horror movies. I have a few series that I want to do in the future that I don't think contain any horror movies whatsoever. Some of them aren't even all that genre or even all that cult. That being said, I do love horror movies, obviously. I love genre, I love cult. I love movies that are kind of smaller. I love, indie flicks that like 5 people have heard of. I think that that's really exciting because a lot of times you find these hidden treasures that people wouldn't even think to look for, or, because of how I view movies, sometimes I just see stuff in certain films that others might not, and I might be able to give people, sort of a need to go check something out that they either put off altogether or dismissed upon first viewing. That's kind of what I want to go with on the movies front. All this is to say, don't expect a ton of franchise stuff necessarily. I will be doing a lot of franchise movies this next year, just because it is bringing in a lot of views. But this is not a Friday the 13th channel. I will definitely have more Friday the 13th videos, but it is not a slasher channel. It is just a Michael channel. That's why the last video I put up yesterday was just me doing a dumb bit, which I highly suggest you go. I think it's a pretty good bit. There's also my old Gun Baby video, which I think is hilarious. I strongly suggest going and watching Gun Baby. It's a lot of dumb fun. But, I just want to put it out there that this is not a channel dedicated just to horror movies. It is just a Michael Does Dumb Shit channel. Collecting Blu-rays in a weird way is, it's kind of dumb. Not that, you're dumb for collecting Blu-rays, obviously. Obviously, I own a fuckload of Blu-rays. But it's kind of, collecting anything is kind of silly if you think about it. It's just kind of, I enjoy movies, so I own a bunch of movies and I like talking about them. And so that's why you see some of that on this channel. This is just a roundabout way of asking you to please just, check out my other content, because I am more than just horror movie reviews. I'm just rambling at this point. God, I'm so just disgustingly out of it. But I said I would do a video every day in October, damn it. So here I am. I'm going to try for one more, actual movie review before the end of the month, but I don't know I'll be able to do that. It's just, there's just so much going on. But we'll see. I do have a partially scripted review, maybe for the 30th, and then I have my big video on the 31st. So we'll see. Okay, so cool beans. Critters. You got your movies. I think these are all pretty much, yeah, they're just, you got some alternate artwork on the back, but nothing too crazy. I'm not going to delve too much into these because I'm going to be reviewing these by themselves, but this is a pretty, I like this packaging quite a bit. This is good packaging. Very similar to the Friday the 13th packaging, just smaller. The Paul Naschy collections, these, let's see, I'm very excited, are just, oh my god, this is broken inside. That's great. Just pieces of plastic falling out on me. So otherwise, they're all in there. That's good. And it's one movie per disc. That's good. So cool. And I like the packaging. Okay, this slip is not amazing, but it's perfectly serviceable for what it is. Let's get a little booklet with some essay materials. Love me a good booklet. I rarely ever actually read them, but I love me a good booklet. Ah, shit. The only problem with this kind of packaging, though, is it's really hard to get that booklet back in there because it hits the back. There we go. So Paul Naschy Collection Volume 1. Let's go ahead and just look at Paul Naschy Collection Volume 2, see if they cheaped out on anything. We get another booklet. And then this one did not have plastic fall out on me, so that's good. And again, movie per disc. So tons of Paul Naschy in my future. Oof. And then Creepshow. Really excited about Creepshow. Actually, Demon Knight, I'm sure, is just, yeah, you get your alternate artwork on the back. And then Shocker, I'm assuming, also, yes, alternate artwork on the back. Which is cool, but I really love this Shout Factory artwork, so I'm just going to keep that. That shit's sick. So anyway, Creepshow. Love the slipcover. Very sturdy. This is a chunky-ass booklet. I'm not loving, this is a minor thing, but like your text shouldn't be that close to the top. Give it a little bit of headroom. Okay, guys, come on. Editing. All right, let's see. And pretty standard, have the old Creepshow insert there. Or the artwork as the insert, you know what I mean. So, cool. Cool. That looks dope as hell. And actually, I would probably watch this one. I would add this to my Halloween stack, come to think of it. So definitely a great Halloween movie to watch. And yeah, that's about it. Yeah. This was kind of a not a pointless video. I just wanted to get a bunch of stuff in here all at once. Anyway, last words regarding, again, the future of this channel. I will be covering a lot more franchises. As you may or may not be able to tell, I will be covering Texas Chainsaw Massacre in November. And then I have a special non-franchise filmmaker thing for Christmas that I'm excited about. I don't know how excited the kind of more mainstream folks are going to be about this. But I'm not really a mainstream channel, so here we are. And then for November, the rest of November, other than the Texas Chainsaw stuff, it's going to be pretty bare bones. November is a busy month for me, so it'll probably just be that, my standard, like, like Vinegar Syndrome reviews, stuff like that. A little bit of lead up to Black Friday, and that's probably going to be about it. Not much else there. December will be pretty packed in theory, and then we'll see where the rest goes. February, I already have the entire month planned out. That's going to be sick as hell. I'm really excited. And yeah, I will probably cover all the major franchises by the end of 2021. So look forward to that. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what your picks for Halloween are in the comments below. Let me know what you'd like to see me review first out of these newer releases, at least newer as far as me owning them, releases. And yeah, check me out on the Patreon, all that jazz. Buy my merch, I guess. And until next time, guys. Fuck. Go watch a movie.